Hello actors, and welcome back to this week's P3 lesson for Bay Area Children's Theater. My name is Amber Dyson and I'm so happy to be here with you today. Even though, if I'm honest, I am having the kind of day where I really haven't gotten anything right. And that's okay. Some days are like that. And in fact, today's song is a little bit about that. It's about when you can try again and again and eventually you get there. So let's try it together. We're going to start today with a vocal warm-up, so go ahead and grab your little candle. If you haven't been with us for previous weeks, we're imagining we have a little birthday candle in our hands, and we are going to take a nice deep breath and just imagine that we are causing the flame to flicker, but not go out. Here we go. Nice deep inhale. And blow the air towards your candle. Flicker the flame without putting it out. Very nice. We're going to do that again, actors, this time on an S sound like a snake would make. Nice deep inhale. And focus on your candle. And again, actors, we'll take a nice deep inhale. And this time we're exhale, actually. You can keep breathing. We're going to exhale out on a shh. So let's inhale again. And exhale out. Shh. Great. Blow your candle out and put it away. Next, we're going to do one of my favorite warm-ups. It's called Singing Survivor. And it goes like this. Repeat after me. Singing Survivor. Singing Survivor. Sing to survive. Sing to survive. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. And it sounds like this. Singing Survivor. I'll try that again. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. Your turn. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. Very good. Now, each time that we sing this phrase, we're going to go up a half step and add one on. So we just did it one time, and the next time we're going to do it two times. We're going to do it right here. So sing with me, here we go. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. Very good. Now, the goal is each time that we repeat it, each new phrase on each new pitch, we are doing all on one breath. So for the last couple of weeks, we've been working on developing our diaphragm as we do our vocal warm-ups. And this exercise is a really good test of how you're doing with your breath support and control. And the next one is going to be 3 times. Ready in one breath. Nice deep inhale. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. Did you get it all in one breath? I hope so. Let's do it 4 times. Right here. Nice deep inhale. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. 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 Very good. We're going to do it 5 times here all in one breath. Nice deep inhale. Singing Survivor, sing to survive. 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 Great. I'll let you catch your breath for a second and tell you that when we do this in the classroom, if you get to the point where you can't do it in one breath anymore, you are out. So you would sit down. Since you're just in the privacy of your own home, I would encourage you to stick with me and keep singing, keep trying, keep working. Remember, today is all about try, try, try. And when you fail, try again. So now we're going to sing it here, and we're going to do it 6 times. Ready? And we're going to go right to 7 after that, but back to 6. Here's where we're starting. Ready? Singing Survivor, sing to survive. 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 Woo! Did you make it? Hopefully so. Nice deep inhale. We're going to 7. Singing survivor, sing to survive. 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 Woo! Looks like 7 might be all that I have in me today. But you can continue to play this game on your own and try to figure out where your limit is and then set a goal for yourself to improve. I have students who have gotten into the double digits with this activity. Next, we're going to do our physical warm-up. So take a moment right now to stretch anything on your body that might be sore or need a little bit of your attention. Go ahead and roll your neck. Actors, I'm setting up music. I apologize for the delay. But go ahead and roll your neck and stretch your arms and shoulders. Stretch your legs if you need to. Lunges are good ways to stretch your legs. All right. Hopefully you are all stretched out because we are about to do some warm-ups here. We're going to start by jogging in place a little bit. In fact, we're going to jog in place for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next, we're going to do a move that I call fan the knee. You're going to step forward with your right foot and fan your knee. When you put your left foot down, you're going to fan the other side. Great. And that comes after the jogging. So let's jog again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jog again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next thing we're going to do as part of our warm-up is what I'm going to call an apple grab. So you are going to reach up to your right. Your weight is on your right foot. And as you do this, whoop, this leg is going to come up and bump you in the booty like we did for To Life a couple of weeks ago. So the apple grab is reach up, boop, reach up, boop, reach up, boop, reach up, boop. Great. Let's put that all together. We jog 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fan the knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And jog. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Apple grabs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Little faster now. Jog. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fan the knee. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And jog. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Apple grab. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! Hopefully that got your heart racing and you're ready to start working. We're working today on one of my absolute, I think it might be my favorite song in the Broadway Junior canon. I love it so much. It's also, for me, a very earwormy song. An earworm is a song that when you get it stuck in your head, whew, you really cannot get it out of your head. And we're going to start today by looking at the music together. So let's go ahead and listen to this first chunk and follow along with the lyrics. And then we'll break it down.
One end of this rope. Each soldier will take a turn on the other end. The first man to capture the flag will be a true soldier.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I've ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mister, I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. Somehow I'll make a man out of you. I'm never gonna catch my breath. Say goodbye to those who knew me. Boy, was I a fool in school for cutting gym. This guy's got him scared to death. Hope he doesn't see right through me. Even lucky crickets can't make her a him. Awesome actors. In case you haven't figured it out, today we're working on I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan Jr. It's in my top 3 show titles from the Broadway Junior collection that I really, really love. And one of the reasons is that my very best friend in the world, her name is Mulan, and so I always think of her, even though it's a tiny bit different from Mulan. All right, so we're going to start with Shang's solo. Don't worry about the dialogue that Shang does at the top of the song. We're going to have some movement there, but we aren't going to worry about matching the dialogue. So we're going to speak it in rhythm first, the first 2 lines. Ready, set, here we go. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? Now notice that there's a lot of crunchy diction that's happening here. You want to make sure that you're pronouncing all of the consonants and holding all of the vowels out for the right amount of time. So now we're going to break it down to repeat after me with the melody. Me first, listen. Let's get down to business, your turn. Let's get down to business, my turn. To defeat the Huns, your turn. To defeat the Huns. Notice that I put that T on defeat. In California, we have a very casual way of speaking, and it's very easy for us to say defeat the Huns. We want to be a little more specific than that. We want to defeat the Huns. We haven't really won unless we've got that T on there. Let's sing this first line together. Here we go. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Great. Next line is, I'm going to sing the whole line and then you repeat after me. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? This is really tricky for me. The D that comes before the 4. Make sure that you're pronouncing that D. It is important for the audience to understand the story. Let's do Did They Send Me Daughters together. Ready, set, here we go. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? This next part is a little bit low for me. You'll hear it when I sing it and then repeat after me. You're the saddest bunch I've ever met. Your turn. You're the saddest bunch I ever met. Ooh, did you notice? I forgot I've ever met. He's a regal character, and so he would have proper pronunciation of words. He wouldn't be lazy and say I ever met. He would say I've ever met. So let's make sure we get that V sound in there. Let's do it again. You're the saddest bunch I've ever met. Now, maybe like me, this is a little low for you. You can take it up the octave, which sounds like this. You're the saddest bunch I've ever met. Totally fine. In fact, I have seen higher voiced people rock the part of Shang just by taking it up and putting it in a place that works for them. Repeat after me. But you can bet before we're through. Your turn. But you can bet before we're through. My turn. Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Ooh, that you is really low for me. Let's try Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Your turn. Mr. I'll make a man out of you. And again, if you're a higher voiced person, feel free to sing, Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Totally acceptable. And again, some folks in that range have totally rocked this part. So don't feel like you can't do it. The whole message of Mulan is that you can do it regardless of gender. So let's take this from the top with the music. Again, we're not going to worry about this dialogue at the beginning until we get to movement. Here we go.
Each soldier will take a turn on the other end.
get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I've ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Awesome, and then everybody joins in here. When we are practicing this with the movement in a couple of minutes, you get to choose if you want to sing the Shang parts or not, but I would like to have everybody singing the parts that say all. All right, so it's the same melody and rhythmically very similar, so we're going to call and respond on the melody. Here we go, my turn. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Your turn. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. Your turn. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. Great. Notice that on fire, I'm not singing fire, right? I'm singing fa, the ah sound, and then closing the diphthong. So ire, right? On fire, not fire. Does that make sense? A diphthong is when two vowels smush together to make a different sound. Great. Then Shang sings. Again, same melody is right up here. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. Your turn. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. My turn. Somehow I'll make a man out of you. It's really fun to go up there at the end. Your turn. Somehow I'll make a man out of you. Great. Let's try this much again with the music. Here we go, actors.
Here is your test. I will hold on to one end of this rope. Each soldier will take a turn on the other end. The first man to capture the flag will be a true soldier.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I've ever met, and you can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. Somehow I'll make a man out of you. All right, actors, we are going to pause right there and start working on the movement because I'm looking at the time and noticing that might be as far as we get today. We'll see. We'll see how we do. So taking this over here. In the beginning, when Shang is doing the dialogue and explaining that they're going to play tug of war, we're just stretching. So remember earlier when we were warming up and I asked you to stretch yourself out, I did not give you specific directions on how to stretch, and that's because I want these stretches to come from you. So you decide what you're going to do. You can do the behind the leg stretch. That's great. You can do some side stretches. That's great. Whatever it is that makes sense for you. While Shang is talking, you are stretching. Your character is preparing to learn how to be a soldier, and you want to make sure that your body is ready. Then you'll hear in the music, there's a little run, and that tells you that it's time to get focused and centered. Let me see if I can point that out for you.
Will be a true soldier.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Down to business.
It's the violins going ba-ba-da-ba. When you hear that ba-ba-da-ba, it means it's time for you to stand with your feet further apart than your shoulders. Your knees are bent. And you are going to slap your knees after the word business, and you're going to give me a nice loud huh. Now that huh that I just did, totally working my diaphragm. We have been working our diaphragm over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully you're feeling that muscle strengthen and get stronger. Projecting is easier. And huh is a great way to keep working that muscle. So when we hear ba-ba-da-ba, we just go to, okay, I know I got to be ready. This is kind of a ready stance. And then when he says business, huh, to defeat, huh, huh, the Huns. All right. So on the Huns, you're going to bring your hands, you go, huh, huh, the Huns. Your hands come here. So you're really looking battle ready. Feet wider apart than your shoulders. Knees are bent. Notice that your knees want to stay. You don't want your knees to go over your feet like that. Okay? Huh, huh, hands come here. My palms are up. Come a little bit closer and show you. Yeah. All right. Then, did they send me daughters? We still have our bent knee stance. Further apart, we are here. Did they send me daughters? We're going to cross our arms and say, no! So earlier when I was telling you that not everybody necessarily is going to sing Shang, it's because I knew that I wanted to have these fight sounds in the ensemble showing like the energy of what's happening in the song. So, we're stretching. The violins tell us it's time. Ba-ba-da-ba. Let's get down to business. Ha! To defeat, ha, ha, the Huns. Did they send me daughters? No, when I asked for sons. We're just holding there. Now, in the next line, Shang is going to really insult us. He tells us that we are the saddest bunch that he has ever met. Ooh, that doesn't feel really good because we look up to him, we respect him. He's our leader. Sorry, I'm just trying to make the light. Let's see if I can make the light a little better. No, maybe not. Okay, that's all right. Like I said, it's one of those days. How about if I do? There we go. All right. So when he insults us, ooh, that we take that really hard. We feel like this very downhearted, hangdog, Snoopy kind of feeling. We're going to get small with our bodies without going like all the way down to the floor. Small with our bodies. Shoulders come forward. Head goes down. Face is very, I'll come forward so you can see my face better. Face is very ashamed, fearful, embarrassed. Yeah. And we're going to hold, so that's for you're the saddest bunch I've ever met. But you can bet I want heads to snap up sharply and look hopefully. We hold that for through on Mr. Isle, you're going to go into a salute. Make a man out of you. And I'm sorry, actors, I forgot to mirror there. You're probably going to want to put your right hand up because that's the correct way to do it. Let's try that much with the music and see how we do. This track has like 10 seconds of silence at the beginning and I'm not sure why. But anyways, we are stretching. We are waiting for our next instruction.
Here is your test. I will hold on to one end of this rope. Each soldier will take a turn on the other end. The first man to capture the flag will be a true soldier.
Wide legs, bend your knees.
Let's get down to business.
Ha!
To defeat
Ha! Ha!
the Huns. Did they send me daughters?
No!
When I asked for sons.
Be embarrassed here.
Saddest bunch I've ever met. But you can bet before we're through. Mr.
Whoop. Did you guys see what I did wrong? I hit my salute early. So on bet before we're through, we look up hopefully. Yeah? And we hold that and maybe even lean forward a little bit to show that you're so engaged in what Shang is saying and doing. Then our salute happens on Isle. We hold it for make a man out of you. Great. Next, we're going to do a tree pose. So a tree pose is when you're standing on one leg. The other leg is going to come in and hit your ankle, if you're new to this, your calf, if you're pretty familiar with it, or if you're very agile, you can bring it all the way up to your body. I personally don't have that kind of flexibility, but you want to avoid putting your foot right against your knee. It is bad for your body and it can hurt your knee. So pick one of those spots that I already said, your ankle, your calf, or your thigh higher up, but not your knee. All right, so, and a tree pose also has arms up, traditionally up like this, but you want to give me a tree shape. So think about how your arms might be if you were a tree. A tree branchy shape is really nice, and again, it's a place where I like there to be variety and texture in the stage, so everybody's arms could be different. So we are holding our tree pose for tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. So for within, we're going to do a hop hop, and it is the leg that's up, hops first, and then the other leg. Yes? Great. Moving on. Then, once you find your center, we're bringing our palm to our fist. And then on You Are Sure to Win, you're going to celebrate whatever that means to you. You can do a little personal dance. You can spin around. You can imagine you're high-fiving your neighbor. You get that little bit of time to celebrate. Whew! Actors, that was a lot of material. Let's try it with the music. Starting out with stretching.
I will hold on to one end of this rope. Each soldier will take a turn on the other end. The first man to capture the flag will be a true soldier.
Bend your knees.
Let's get down to business.
Ha!
To defeat
Ha! Ha!
the Huns. Did they send me daughters?
No!
When I asked for some.
Be embarrassed.
You're the saddest bunch I've ever met. But you can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you.
Tree pose.
Tranquil as a forest, but on fire.
Double hop.
Once you find your center, you are sure.
Yeah, woo, yeah.
A spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue.
Something I want to add about that salute right now, because we're working remotely, you're at home, I'm at home, I have everyone doing the salute on aisle. I actually think that it would look really nice if it was a ripple, Shang walking in front of the soldiers, and the salute's happening as he passes by. Because these soldiers, remember, they're not good at this yet. They're learning. They're trying. They're practicing perseverance and resilience. And so it is okay for this part of the song to be a little rough. We want the audience to see them getting better as the song goes on. Okay, so next, when Shang says you're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, you're going to imagine that you are doing tug of war with him. You're the unlucky person that he chose to go first. You pick up the rope, you're like, ah, ah, and then show with your body that you lost the tug of war somehow. I imagine if I was 11 or 12, I would probably fall all the way down to the floor, but I'm not going to fall all the way down to the floor today, because I'll be honest with you, I just don't have it in me. So you're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot. You're playing tug of war, and you haven't got a clue for somehow I'll make a man out of you. You're going to stand up and dust yourself off. You're going to have that resolve, have that resilience to keep going. All right, let's take it from the top. And I'm going to keep going because guess what? You already learned the next little bit of choreography. So we'll see if you can hang in there with me. And if I feel like we need it broken down, I'll break it down. Okay. Find a different way to stretch this time. I notice I'm really focusing on my neck because my neck is stiff, but there's lots of different stretches that we can do.
I will hold on to one end of this rope. Each soldier will take a turn on the other end. The first man to capture the flag will be a true soldier. Let's get down to business.
Ha!
To defeat
Ha! Ha!
the Huns. Did they send me daughters?
No!
When I asked for sons. You're the saddest bunch I've ever met. But you can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you.
Tree pose.
Tranquil
As a forest, but on fire within. Once you find your center, You are sure to win. We're gonna jog in place. Ready? Here we go. Fan the knee. You got this. Jog in place. Apple grabs. All right. That was awesome. Actors, great work. I can see by the time that is as much of this song as we can get through today. That is okay. This song is a major beast. Let's do it one more time. We'll figure out, we're gonna really get into our characters this time, and I'm gonna let the track continue to play while I run our cool down session so you have a sense of what might be coming next. In addition to stretching, you could also be wiping your palms off like, I gotta touch this rope and they're sweaty. Or you could be picking up the rope and testing. So just think about what your character might be doing in the environment. Feet wider than your shoulders. Bend the knees. Ha! 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 No! Be embarrassed. Tree pose here. You can be bad at it. That's fine. Forgot my double hop? Celebrate. You're going to dust yourself off here. Whew. Oh, jog. Jog. Apple grabs. Awesome. Actors always said I was going to leave that playing. There you go. This was so much fun. Thank you very much for the opportunity to revisit one of my favorite songs from one of my favorite shows. I hope that you had as much fun today as I did. Let's go ahead and take that center pose. We found our center with a nice deep inhale. And on our exhale, we're going to say our word that sets how we feel about today. Great. My word was resolved. I hope you've had a lovely time. I do plan to teach the rest of this song in the coming weeks, and I look forward to seeing you back. Thanks again. Bye-bye.